It was a dream, one of those bizarre fantasies she'd laugh about when she woke up. But not even in her worst nightmare had Hannah Swensen ever imagined she'd be transformed into an elf. "Are you ready, Aunt Hannah?" It wasn't a dream. That was Tracy's voice. Hannah mouthed a word she hoped wasn't in her 6-year-old niece's vocabulary, and then she answered the question. "I'll be out in a couple of minutes, honey." The holiday season calls for a generosity of spirit, Hannah reminded herself, as she pulled on bright green tights and struggled into the matching tunic top. The bottom hem of the tunic had long points of cloth attached, like screaming red pennants hanging down around her waist. Each one was tipped with a jingle bell, so if by some miracle someone failed to notice her, the bells would announce her presence. Her footwear was next. Hannah pulled on slippers with roll-up toes in a shade of red so bright it hurt her eyes. She topped it all off with a pointed cap with more jingle bells in the same brilliant red, and avoided the mirror with the same dedication Transylvanian villagers had used to ward off vampires. "Aunt Hannah?" "I'm almost ready, Tracy." "What's the matter? You sound funny." "Elves are supposed to sound funny, aren't they?" Hannah tugged down the bright red points on her tunic. Perhaps it would stretch out and fit a little better. "I guess. Better hurry, Aunt Hannah. It's 6:56, and Santa's supposed to be here at 7:00. "Right." Hannah gave a fleeting thought to how much she missed the big hands and little hands on analog watches, and risked a glance in the mirror. Her image hadn't changed for the better. The red of her hair was engaged in a full-scale war with the red of her cap. Women who were more than 2 pounds overweight should avoid form-fitting tunics with bells that called attention to their figure faults. And with the possible exception of those who had fitness club memberships and actually used them, women over 30 should be wary about skipping in public. It was Santa who was supposed to jiggle like a bowl full of jelly, not her. "Aunt Hannah?" "Coming." Hannah tore her eyes away from the wreckage of her self-esteem. If a dozen determined designers had gotten together for the sole purpose of creating an outfit that would be most unflattering for her, they couldn't have done a better job. She took a deep breath, grabbed the basket of miniature candy canes she would strew like rose petals in Santa's wake, and opened the dressing room door.